This is the coupler with vents by Ultrasabers, and the functionality is a little bit different from their most standard coupler, which is right here. Their most standard coupler is designed purely to connect the saber hilts together, and when it's installed on the hilts, the saber hilts, it'll look just like this. So none of the most basic coupler is actually visible once you have it screwed in. It'll look just like that with kind of a slight line where the hilts are connected. But anyway, yeah, so that's the basic one. Oh, and you can't use this with sound sabers since it's solid. So that's how that goes. This is the coupler with vents, and well, there's a few differences. One of them being it's going to be visible. So this part in the middle, once you pass the threading, that'll be visible once you install it on the hilt. You can also use it with sound sabers since this part is open, so you're able to connect the sound sabers. And finally, it's good for customization, so you could convert this into something like a crystal chamber, which would be kind of cool. So I'll install that on my Ultrasabers hilts, and like many pieces, this is MHS compatible, so you can use that with a lot of your Ultrasabers hilts, and you can also use it with MHS pieces. Okay, so here it is, and you'll notice that the diameter, it's a little bit wider, so you can kind of, if you were spinning it around, you could kind of grip it, or it's a distinctive piece that kind of pops out in the center, kind of draws a lot of attention to the design of it. And so that would be a nice focal point if you did choose to make that into a crystal chamber too. One thing to consider is the edges on this coupler are actually a little bit sharp. So if you were going to be wielding this, you'd want to be aware of that, and you don't want to end up like slicing your finger on these edges. You may want to wear some gloves, or just, I don't know, see what you want to do about that. But yeah, it's kind of a cool coupler. That if you want something that you want the coupler to really kind of pop out, and you want the customization options, or you anticipate using this with some sound sabers, those are all great reasons to get this one. And it's kind of a cool design too. But again, sharp edges, that's big downside. I'd call it a significant downside. You don't have a problem with the regular one that way, since it just seamlessly connects the hilts. But anyway, so this is the coupler with vents by Ultrasabers.